Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble the Peony Dream 3D die from Altenew. So this is part of the Altenew January 2018 release, and this is a 3D flower, and so that means no stamping involved. It's a 3D die, so there's lots of layers to give you the look of a flower without any stamping. And the best thing is this die has two different size flowers included in the one image. You'll see what I mean as I get along. So I've made the base of my flower white, and then I'm coming in, this is the Winter Clouds cardstock, which is a fairly pale sort of a grey mauve colour or purple colour, and then the bright purple here is the deep iris. Now all these layers that I'm showing you are, there is like a layering guide on the pack as well as on the website, but you can pretty much do whatever you like. You can just have a lot of fun with different cardstocks that you already have. You don't have to sort of follow a certain line. I just love that the possibilities are endless. You could use opposite colours if you want, just for fun. The greys that I use for the leaf, so the leaf has two images. So it's the real grey was the base of the leaf, and then for the centre of the flower and the top of the leaf I used the dark grey. So these are all Altenew cardstocks that I'm using today. I've run all my, I was going to say images, I suppose they are pieces, all my flower pieces through my die cutting machine, and then just kind of getting them all lined up. They are really easy to line up and put together, which I'll show you, but I'm just getting them all sort of ready so I can do this kind of assembly line production. So I decided to use a matte medium today, but you could use any kind of adhesive. You could even use like a double-sided tape on the back of your die cut piece. And it's easy to work out where these shadow images, that's what I'm going to call them, so they're like the center of the flower. It's really easy to work out where they're going to sit because they kind of follow the shape of the petals. This could actually be a separate flower on its own, and in my card that I do make today I've made a second flower using this smaller one. And if you have a look down the bottom of the image, it's like a little notch a little notch, I know what I'm thinking, a little notch, and I've just lined that up, and the rest of the sort of the shadow layer just fits in perfectly. So this outside piece also has the same notch, so basically I've layered that notch 3 times now on top of each other. And then this is kind of like the petal edges, and that's why I used the matte medium. I just thought it was a little bit more forgiving. I could actually move the edges around to make sure that they sat in the right place. The final piece is the center of the flower, and this actually has 2 pieces. Initially I was just going to leave it like this, but I do come back in and add another layer at the end. So the leaf's just the same. I've simply just used my matte medium on the back, and then I'm very careful when I kind of lay it down. Although the good thing about the matte medium is it doesn't leave sort of a shiny residue. If it does happen to sort of smush out the edges, it's pretty forgiving in that respect, and because it dries matte you can't really see it. I think these would look beautiful in the green as well, but I'm just a little bit addicted to the greys at the moment. So I've added some really thin sort of foam dots to the back of my smaller flower, and then I can just lay it on top of the larger flower, and that's how you get this big, bold, beautiful image. And they are quite a big flower. This is something that is going to make a statement on your card, believe me. But I decided to make a second one anyway. So my sentiment today, I thought I would use the Birthday Builder stamp set, which is very quickly becoming one of my favourites. And I like the fact that you can chop and change the fonts to sort of get the look that you want for the particular card that you're making. But today I decided to use the same same font. I make most of the cards I make are birthday cards, and if I ever get requests, it's always for birthday cards. So having a sentiment set like this has been great. And I just decided to heat emboss this with some of the antique silver embossing powder, and I did stamp it out using the embossing ink. I've got some really thin silver washi tape, adding that to the front of some dark grey cardstock, which I'm going to actually add to the front of my card. It's cut exactly the same size as the card front. And this is a side fold landscape card, which is a little bit different for me. I usually tend to make top fold cards, but you know, going out there today and doing different stuff. First time I've made 3D flowers, and I love them. I've already got other cards I've made using these. The other set that came out today is Rose Flurries. Wait till you see that. Alright, so I'm just assembling my card. I've added some tape, some glue dots, some foam tape, and there's the second flower that I made. It's the same as the top part of the larger flower, but I just created it using the purple cardstock as a base. Now that was the lavender fields that I used for that. It's really pretty. And I did add some silver glittery centers to the middle of my flowers, and finally added some sprinkles, some silver sprinkles around the edge, and that's my finished card. Don't forget that this is part of a hop, and there are giveaways. If you head through the link in the description in this video, you'll find out how you can win. So thanks for joining me. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.